Oh my god, I hate you vegans. You all just think you're so good. You think you're so much better than everyone else. You just think your shit don't stink. So this is an amusing topic. Vegans shit don't stink. Vegans think their shit doesn't stink. So that's a very famous phrase made for someone who thinks they're better than everyone else and they can pass judgment on anyone else and think that they're completely fine. And it's tended to be used for people who are hypocritical or something like that. As you all are aware of, I am sure. But I'm going to look at this today in more of a literal sense because it's quite a common thing. A lot of particularly new-coming vegans will be, pretty trigger happy to pass judgment as everyone does, but kind of actually voice it to people and say, you're killing animals, you murderer, what are you doing? All that sort of stuff. And it annoys a lot of people because they think, oh, for God's sake, not again. You just think your shit doesn't stink. You're not perfect, But in a literal sense, does vegan shit actually stink? That's what I'm going to look at today. So, in the literal sense, the actual truth is, vegan shit actually doesn't stink. Okay, so I'm going to use an example of a vegan who is focusing on whole plant foods and keeping hydrated all the time and eating little to no processed foods, and mainly keeping it raw till 4, really high carb, low fat and low protein, all whole foods, juice, smoothies, fruit, vegetables, salads, stuff like that, and beans and rice, things like this. So what actually makes your shit stink? What makes your shit stink? So basically, one of the main things which makes shit stink is decomposing animal flesh. And as a vegan, obviously you're not going to be consuming any decomposing animal flesh. So that's actually written off. And you can think about it. If you compare, if you step on a dog crap, like if you step on dog shit and you step on rabbit crap, rabbit droppings, which one's going to smell the worst? Which one would you be most annoyed about stepping your brand new pumps on? Obviously dog poo is renowned for being really stinky. That's because they eat, partly because they eat really, really crap food which we feed them, but it's all meat. Rabbit stew or lamb chunks or whatever like that. Any meat eater's poo, hands down, smells way worse than any veggie food, any veggie food, than any veggie herbivore poo, like horse, cow, rabbit, rhino, whatever. It's not going to smell as bad because there's no decomposing animal flesh. That, as well as fiber, particularly in humans. So if you're the vegan, the example I just said a minute ago, who eats a lot of fiber, a lot of fruit, a lot of vegetables, a lot of nuts, a lot of seeds, a lot of rice, you're going to be having a heck of a lot of fiber. You're going to be consuming loads of fiber. What does fiber do? Main role is to assist digestion and speed everything up and let everything do its job properly. And keep you pooping, keep your colon clean, keep everything flushed out. So you're going to be pooing a lot more as a vegan, unless you're a junk food vegan, but we're forgetting that. Okay, so you're going to be pooing a lot more, which means, 1, the food's going to be in your stomach for less amount of time, and 2, you've got no dead animals in there. The combination of eating dead animal, rotting, decomposing flesh and little fiber, because there is no fiber in animal products, that's going to stay in there for ages. It's just going to be in there concocting up some stink ready to come out of your ass. So that's just going to be in there. When it does finally come out, it's going to stink to high heaven because it's rotting. It's going to stink really, really bad. Something else which makes poo and feces smell bad is acid. If you're having a highly acidic diet, that means if you're eating fruit, then you're going to have a really high acidic diet. No. Fruits and vegetables' overall pH level is actually alkaline. Citric acid is the thing you're referring to there, but that doesn't affect the overall pH of all fruits, okay? Acidic foods means protein-rich foods. You must have heard of amino acids, right? All the ones which end in "ene", histine, methionine, cysteine, did I say that? all of those, they're all amino acids, so they're all acidic. If you have a highly acidic diet, rich in protein, your shit's gonna stink pretty bad. So, in conclusion, if you are a high carb, low fat vegan, consuming whole plant foods, your shit's not gonna stink. And you can just lay them out. There's no more worrying about, going for a crap at someone's house and thinking, oh God, I better open the window. It smells so bad. I'm sure we've all been there. You don't need to worry about that. You can just poop away and it just has a slight odour of the fruit you ate. Unless you've been eating junk food. Don't be a junk food vegan, then it smells bad. So, does vegan shit stink? Vegans think their shit doesn't stink? Well, technically it actually doesn't. See you for the next video.